Welcome back to another video. I am Real P, and today I'm going to be answering one of my most asked questions. Where do I get my necklaces from? What necklace am I wearing? Yada yada yada. I'm answering it all right now. Now before we get into this, one thing that I do want to state is that this video in by no way, shape, or form is meant for me to show off or to flex or whatever the case may be. I'm not doing that at all. To be honest, I don't think anything I'm about to show you is that spectacular. It's nothing extraordinary about any of them. They're just things that I own, things that I've purchased or maybe had for a while or were gifted. You've probably seen me wear some of these, and because I've asked so many times what they are, I'm going to be telling you. I have all of it placed right down here right in front of me, and I just realized you can't see any of it, so let's go to the next camera. Not that one, the other one. There we go, this one right here. So I have these placed from left to right, my biggest to smallest. So I'm going to be going over all of these. As you can see, these are 6 necklaces / chains. So let's talk about them. So the first one you see here, the one to the far left. This one, as you can see, is a pretty big puffed Marina necklace. This is what this is called. In the islands, they call it the Gucci. And I don't know the history behind it, so I'm not gonna pretend like I do. I just know what is commonly referred as. This one in particular is actually a gold plated necklace. And this one was given to me by my dad a few years ago, maybe a couple, I'm not exactly sure. So growing up, I actually had puffed Marina, and I had that pretty much throughout middle school. Got it from living in the islands when I was younger. My dad bought it for me and my twin brother. He bought us both one. And as I've gotten older and throughout high school, I don't know what happened to it. I lost it. My dad was not happy at all. He was like, how could you lose something I bought you? Blah, blah. I was young and dumb. I don't know what I was doing. As I got older, he actually sent this to me as a gift because he wanted me to have one. He thought I was wearing chains this size, you know, still to this day. And unfortunately, as you guys may know, I don't wear chains like this no more. But because my dad gave it to me, you know, of course I keep it. So if I was to wear this, I would, of course, shorten it, which I do sometimes, let the pieces hang. And of course, I can remove some of the links. It's just too much of an attention seeker. So this isn't something that I wear hardly ever, but because my dad gave it to me, as I mentioned, I keep it here in the collection. I'm not entirely sure what is the millimeter thickness of it. If I was to guess, I would say somewhere around 15 millimeters and above, but I have no way of knowing. And the rest of them are going to be actually solid gold instead of plated. So this one is going to be a 26 inch, I think. It might have been 30 when I bought it. I bought this one probably like 2007, something like that. And this one is actually a 10 karat gold hollow rope chain. This one I bought because, you know, ropes were kind of pretty in at that time. I broke it a few years ago and had it repaired. I don't really wear it. If I was to wear this, I would shorten it first. At this point, it's just a little bit longer than I prefer it to be. I think I paid it maybe somewhere between $400 to $500 when I bought this. It was a decently pricey chain, if I remember correctly. I don't remember exactly, but I thought it was somewhere around there. And this one I actually bought on eBay back then. As I mentioned, 10 karat gold hollow rope chain. This one is one of the newest additions. I bought this one last year in St. Thomas. As you'll see with some of the rest of these, I'm really into the Cuban links. I love Cuban links. I think they look the best. I just love how the links connect. They're pretty, you know, close together. And when they're nice and clean and the light shining, you know, the sun, they really give a nice, you know, reflection and, you know, shine and, you know, bling to them, if you will. This one, I think, is 4 millimeters. The rope, I don't know if I said the size of that. That one's 5 millimeters. This one being 4 millimeters, 24 inches in length. And as you can see, this one also is maybe a touch longer than I would prefer it to be. I think I would want this one to be right around 22 inches. So when I was in St. Thomas, one of the things I definitely wanted to do while I was there is do some jewelry shopping. Because the price of gold is somewhat affordable there. You can find pretty good deals. And that's if you know what you're doing. Some of the guys there will assume you're a tourist and then try to, you know, trying to finesse you. But if you know what you're doing, you know the quality of the gold, you can try to find a good bargain deal. So I bought this one, and I want to say this one I think was about 4. I think originally it was like 7, but I talked them down into a negotiable. I talked them down to a reasonable price. So I'll come back to this. I'll come back to the price of this one. Now the next one, as you can see, I actually have a pendant on this one. That's an R pendant. This is another Cuban link. It's gonna be a little bit thinner than the other one. This one is 3 millimeters. The last one was 4, and this one is 22 inches. I forgot to mention, the last Cuban that I showcased, that one was 14 karat gold. This Cuban is gonna be 10 karat gold. 22 inches. I paid about $350 for this one. I got this one about 5 years ago, and this is the one I used to wear all the time when I first started my channel. A lot of you guys used to always ask what it was, and it's simply, and I didn't have the pendant at that time, but it's simply just 4 millimeter, 22 inch Cuban link. A couple years ago, I got this pendant. It's an R, because of course my name is Rio. I think I got it on eBay for like around 100, something like that. The pendant is 14 karat gold. So this one is going to be, I guess like a baby puff Marina, if you will. I got this one when I was in St. Thomas, just like I did when I got this other Cuban link. And this one, I wanna say, is about 3 to 4 millimeters, somewhere between there. And I think I wanna say it's 20 inches. This one was the most expensive one between these two. I bought them together. So what I ended up doing was negotiating a price for them both together, because this one was the most expensive one, and I wanted to buy this first. When I saw this one, I was like, well damn, now I want them both. So I talked the guy into giving them both to me for I think $800. Which was a really good deal if you know much about golden necklaces, because in essence this one could cost like $800 by itself. So I got them both for that same price. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. When I came back home, I think like a few months later, I ended up getting this pendant on eBay. It's an Aries pendant because that's my zodiac. And it's very nice and small. I like them both together. It's a very nice combination. And I don't remember how much I paid for that. I think around 100, something like that. And the last one is the one that you guys have seen me wear the most. And this is the one that gets the most questions. This is a very tiny Cuban link. I think it's somewhere around a millimeter, maybe 2 in thickness, and it's 18 inches long. So when I got this one, I wanted something very small and elegant. I didn't want it to be that much of a big necklace or a big chain, because I just wanted something very simple. I didn't want something that was gonna, take away or draw a lot of attention. I bought this necklace, it was right around the time my niece was killed, and I wanted something that had a very nice small pendant on it that was more of a reminder of what life is, supposed to be. So it's very hard to see in this video, but of course I'll get a very close-up look of this. So this pendant says, live, love, laugh. I got this when she died because I felt like, I wasn't living life enough. Life is so delicate, and I don't want this to be like a very, sad moment, but life is so delicate. And I love wearing that because it's a very constant reminder of what, you're supposed to do. Live, you love, and you laugh. I love that concept. I love the message. That's my most, mostly worn necklace / chain. That's what I grabbed the most. I bought both pieces, I believe on eBay. Both of them, I think, are 14 karat gold. Combined, I spent maybe 300, something like that combined. And what I like to do sometimes, actually wear these two together. These have a really nice combination. They look really good together. I wore both these together, and that fit of the day with the Jordan chutneys, the gift from Jordan brand video. And a lot of you guys asked me about that combination as well. That covers it. These are my necklaces and my chains, and these are what I wear. Hopefully these added details that I gave you can help you find something like them or something similar. But anyway, that does it for the necklaces. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I hope the burning questions that you had for all these years were answered. I don't think I'll have links You know, for these, as I mentioned, I bought them in stores and online over the years. So what I would do is just list the specifications for each one, the thickness, the length, and the type, so that if you want to find something similar, hopefully you can, you know, take that to a jeweler, or, you know, look online and find something very close to it, or, you know, just like it. Drop comments down below, let me know what you think. If you have necklaces that you wear often and like to wear, you know, let me know what those are. A lot of times people get these kind of things passed down to them and they stay in their family for years. So if you have some really cool stories or memorabilia like that, just drop it down below and let's get a discussion started. If you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I always like to see new people on the channel and in the comments. If you do subscribe, make sure you hit the bell. These days, that's kind of the only way you'll know if I post a new video. Thank you guys for watching. Catch you in the next one. Peace.
Is that the chain? About 24 inches is hollow, I let it hang. How about the ride and let the diamonds spark off the range? Just by the chain, you can tell a bitch it do a stain. You know the name.